We have had such an issue for the last 1 year or more than that. The whole of last year it was the same case where when there is little rain we have the tunnel flooded. Yes? So when it's flooded we have a very hard time as students because we have to use the highway, which is very risky to us. We are really struggling to cross the highway because we are used to using the underground tunnel. So when we use the highway, you realize that cars sometimes are moving at supersonic speed, and it becomes very risky to our lives as students, and also it inconveniences as students because sometimes you're late for the classes and you have to wait and see when there are no cars so that you can cross. For example, we've had many incidences where students are almost hit and some bad cases students are hit. Like I think last week we had a student hit by a car here, and I think he was rushed to the hospital, that is Kenyatta National Hospital. And there are very many near hit cases where students either get a small knock or they're almost hit by the cars using the highway, and even the motorcycles using the highways. You know, now the border sometimes now they use the pathways meant for the pedestrians, so it becomes very risky to students. Previously the tunnel was good, we used to use it, but now when the construction of the Nairobi Expressway came, now there was a lot of interferences. Now that is something that can best be understood by the engineers. I have heard when they said there was drainage, there was poor drainage system here. Now as we're not concerned as students about the same, yes, the national government or the county government has a location for such rising issues. So as a students, what we request and demand is that they use the required resources to correct the mess created here, because we can promise that this mess was not here initially. We wrote to the Kenha about the same issue, and they promised us that when we break for the December holidays, they will have a footbridge constructed at this place so that we cannot use the underground tunnel. To our disappointment, when we returned in January, we found there was nothing done. There's nothing showing that there is will that something will be done. So it becomes very stressing to us as student leaders and students at large. We've also engaged the administration so that sometimes we always have the clogging of water there drained by the water pumps. That is now the administration steps in, yes. But we're really disappointed with the Kenya because they promised to work on it, and there's nothing that has really been done.
Anyway, history ya tunnel imetuletea shida nyingi sana. Like for example, personally, nagopa kuvuka barabara. So the only way ndio nifike shule, yani nikiwa in good spirits, yani I'm sure nitafika shule vizuri, was through the tunnel. But now tunnel imekuwa flooded. Nikienda kuvuka barabara ili nifike shule, obviously niko na uoga. Maybe my life yangu inaweza ishia hapo, ama life ya marafiki zangu ziishia hapo. Not every one of us is used to crossing the road at highways. Jugava imetuleta ma footbridges. So like now venye hatuna hiyo tunnel, we go as a group, ndio tushikane mkono tuvuke kwa pamoja.
Since I came to the University of Nairobi, the tunnel has been a problem. We crossing from that other side to this other side has been really mess, and it has been inconveniencing some of the students. So, you know, from the class to where we take our meals, we have to cross. And for us to cross, there was a convenient way, which was the tunnel. And so for now, it is so flooded, there is no drainage taking place, and we are so worried as the students.
When we joined, the tunnel was good. Students used to cross very well, but after some times when the rain started raining, that's when we started experiencing some challenges. Yeah, because nowadays you can see you are from the hostels, you are going to class. You know, in the morning, people are going to work, vehicles are very many on the road. So most of the students find it very hard in crossing the roads because where like now you can see there are very many. So for you to go to class, you have to wait first for the vehicles to go. It's when you can cross. So we are asking the government that let them take action. If it's possible, let them make a footbridge, or if it's a must that we must use this tunnel, then let them make at least a good drainage, because the schools, through the students' welfare, it has really helped us in emptying the tunnel by draining the water. But you know, rain is something that we cannot predict when it's going to come. So let's say, for example, they drain it today, then tomorrow again it's rain, so the work is very tedious. So we are asking the government to please take action so that they can see on what can be done to the tunnel.
Naomba tu gavai come through, watusaidie, watengeneze tunnel, because najua they are capable of doing that. Like they gave us a notification last year that by December watakuwa wametengeneza hii tunnel. Like so when mimi nilikuwa narudi shule, I was sure that the tunnel was issues zake zilikuwa sorted. But kufika shule napata it's the same venye tuliacha.
From our end as student leaders, we want to say it in a very strong tone that we want to give the KENA an ultimatum to act upon the matter within a period of 1 month, or give us a direction on when they're planning to work on it. If they fail to do the same, as students, we are going to be forced to use measures and mechanisms applicable within our side. That is not limitations to peaceful demonstration.